Welcome back to Closing Time with Nick El-Tawil. I am, once again, Nick El-Tawil. I'm here with my guest today, Bryan Morrison.
How we doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing well.
I'm digging the Co-Star socks.
Thanks,
and
man.
not only are they Co-Star socks, they're red, white, and blue. So it's patriotic, number one.
Very American.
Real estate, number two. It's just, boom, everything you're all about, all in one.
Just all in one. Yeah, that's. I was at Co-Star for the last 5 years before making this jump over into private equity and lending, which I know we'll probably touch on here in a little bit.
Oh, absolutely. And you were at Homes.com, which is under Co-Star, right?
Yep. So yeah, I mean, before I moved over to Co-Star, I was in software sales. So I worked for SAP. That's actually how I beat my path out here. I came out here in the middle of a bad winter, and I'm just like, wait, this is what the weather's like out here? I got a new job with them in 2 weeks. I was an IT consultant, like the DC area. I'm doing a lot of like SQL coding and enterprise architecture, and it was not quite my personality. So yeah.
No,
quickly,
you're an outgoing guy.
Yeah.
You're always talking, like, you know everybody.
Right.
Yeah.
I know a few people here. So yeah, and I got the job in 2 weeks. 3 weeks later, I was back, and I was with SAP for probably about 3-4 years. Was with one big other data and IT services company called Impetus, and then I moved to Co-Star. Was at Co-Star for a better part of the last 5 years, and really great company. I learned so much about the commercial real estate world, and then this being able to then learn that and then want to jump into the actual transactional side is why I kind of moved over to the private equity space, where we're doing funding, ground up construction, and fix and flips is kind of where I specialize.
There's a lot of that out here.
Oh, so much.
A lot of that in AZ.
Yeah, I'm sure. And
Not
I'm sure
so much
you
in DC.
deal with a lot of that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I just sold a house to a guy, and he wants to tear it down and just build something brand new.
Okay.
So actually, just before you came in here, I was talking to an architect, and I told him about that. I'm like, oh, yeah, call me if you, when that guy wants to build his house. And then, of course, we call you for the financing.
I'm here for it. I just walked a beautiful project. A buddy of mine kind of got me set up with this guy, Ed Dawson, who does a lot of work around here. He's got a beautiful project over kind of by Squaw Peak in Paradise Valley there. It's
We
like
call it Piestewa Peak now. Excuse me.
Okay.
Wait, how long have you been in AZ?
I've been here, almost 10 years now.
Oh, you've been here for a while.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know it with Squaw Peak.
Right.
Yeah, the Piestewa Peak's a very recent name.
Okay.
I think they had just changed it when I moved back here. So I'm born and raised here, but I came back 2022.
Okay.
And so they had just changed it then, I think.
Got it.
Yeah.
It was like this, nice new build, 15 million's probably going to be the listing price. I've got some pictures I can show you later. It's a cool project.
That's like west of Tatum in Paradise Valley. Yeah, so it's probably Clearwater Hills.
I can't remember exactly. Like it was off Lincoln.
Off Lincoln, yeah.
Yeah. Just past Tatum though, yeah.
Just past Tatum, off Lincoln.
So probably,
just south of Clearwater Hills.
Okay.
Yeah, because Clearwater Hills is actually on Tatum, but it's just north of Lincoln.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. But yeah, that was a cool line I walked. He's got some other projects. We're probably doing ground up construction with him in Tempe. And I mean, I work nationwide, so I've got a deal that we just did in Nashville, actually just outside of Nashville, Brentwood. And this was pretty cool. We funded the land purchase, so the horizontal development. That's normally not what a lot of these private equity firms like. They just like the vertical construction, but I came in and got that done.
So if we could backtrack for a second, how many fucking Brentwoods are there in this country? There's a
Oh,
Brentwood in LA. There's a Brentwood in the Bay Area. There's a Brentwood in Phoenix. Apparently there's a Brentwood in Nashville.
Yep,
This is a new
20 minutes
Brentwood.
outside.
This is a new Brentwood for me. It's number 4 now.
Okay. Yeah. There's definitely, I guess, a couple of them. But yeah, it's been a cool transition. Definitely been enjoying it. And I mean, I'm on the side with you and everybody else, right? I'm doing single family. We will do multifamily, but for the most part, a lot of single family stuff.
Yeah, especially here in Arizona, because they're rebuilding so many houses. There's so many houses that were built before Arizona was really a destination. So Stuff my
my neighborhood, just fix and flip central.
Yeah.
Like just right down the street. So yeah, can't go wrong.
And you live in Old Town, right?
Yeah. So
I think I've been to your house.
Yeah, I'm like a mile and a half from here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's not too far. It's called Scottsdale Estates. Is what the little neighborhood is.
And they're not estates.
They're smaller single family homes, 3-bed, 2-bath.
Yeah, they're ranch style homes.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this when I got into real estate, but apparently my great grandpa was a developer here in Scottsdale.
Okay.
In like the 60s.
Yeah.
And he built a bunch of like those 3-bed, 2-bath ranch style homes around Old Town.
Mine was built in '59.
Exactly. So he's built those homes, and you go back and see them today, and they're like, oh, that's a house that should be torn down.
Right.
And built brand new.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Literally. Like I've had to replace all the piping in there.
Yeah.
Like you run into things like that.
Typical thing with a 50s, 60s house.
Yeah,
the Orangeburg piping.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So that's why we love to do flips.
Mm-hmm.
Come in, buy the property. We'll cover your rehab budget too, all in one loan.
So, what is your typical financing structure for something like this? Is it like hard money, or is it something different?
So we almost look at it as like a traditional mortgage, where we are really underwriting it heavily.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at your background, your credit score, how many flips have you done in the past, but then that is also what qualifies you with us to get some of our best rates, and we do have some of the best cost of capital in the market, luckily.
What's a typical rate for someone who's like, maybe they got a history of flips?
Yeah.
Let's say they have history and they've seen successful projects from them. What kind of rate are they getting?
So I've written as low as like 8%.
It's way better than hard money.
Oh yeah.
Hard
money is going to be 10 to 15.
Exactly.
And then from the ground up construction standpoint, like 9.5. And again, same qualifiers are kind of needed there. So. But yeah, it's I think it's kind of funny. Like I learned more out of a very unsuccessful project.
That's
the first one that I did. A guy because I've got to screen these documents before I send them to like underwriting, so I'm not wasting anybody's time. And he's in Houston. He wants to do a project in Kansas, and he's like. He's going for a $3 million house, wants to put 200 into it, and said he's going to sell it for like 2.3. I'm like, all right, well that's quite a spread to start with. And then he turns around and he starts sending me all of his his past work, and I'm like, okay, your largest project and exit was $600K. I don't know if this is going to work out. And then his credit didn't qualify either. And then we ran his background, and he had a foreclosure and like a child support lien. So I'm just like, all right, this isn't going to work. This really isn't going to work. So, I think through the failure though, it quickly taught me, how to understand what looks like a good deal and what doesn't. Who is a good borrower, who's not. So, and that's, what we're trying to go for as well. Like we're the best lender for the best borrowers. Especially even through the construction process, like the draws and everything like that. Super easy, straightforward.
Can you explain that for someone who doesn't know what a draw is?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like, as you're going through a project, ground up construction or fix and flip, you have certain milestones that you're going to hit in your timelines that you present to us. It's like, okay, all the framing's done. Okay, you can now take a draw for all your drywall. And wherever you when you hit those milestones and you hit that certain percentage completion, we will disperse. And the funds are there. So it's I've just learned all this newly too. I've been in this for 4 months now. But it's good, and all these projects are different too. You're running different little snaps here and there too. The property that I walked in PV the other day, like. Ed was like, I will never build into a cliff again. Because he's just run into just a handful of issues,
Our Ed? Ed Wu?
No, different Ed.
Different Ed, okay.
He's the one that I walked that property with over off Tatum, or off Lincoln, rather. Challenges, with an architect and building support and things like that. So
that's Hillside is always
risky business.
And that's why they typically don't have the 15 millions in Clearwater Hills, which is why I was surprised.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably makes sense. Yeah, this is a pretty nice one. But yeah, no, A lot of good projects, a lot of good things going on. And I mean, I'd say the overall, I mean, you're probably seeing it. I mean, the state of the market, I mean, if you've got a well-built house here, it's moving pretty quickly. You know, I'd say a lot of the inventory that probably did hit the market not too recently, like, I mean, we were very oversaturated with Airbnbs, right? Like, a lot of those weren't cash flowing, including myself. I bought one and I sold it. Like, I had it for about a year and a half, and then, like, rates started going up, travel started going down, and I wasn't, location is everything, right? Like, it wasn't right next to Old Town. It was more of, like, Arcadia Light.
Yeah, that's
so
tough.
it's a little far outside.
Yeah,
right.
And no one wants to live right next to the broken down truck from the guy who's owned it since 1942.
Right.
Like, yeah.
Exactly. So, you know, it's a beautiful house. God, I would have loved to have had that right in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
But, you know, yeah, the further you get a little outside of the bubble, you know, obviously real estate gets a little more attractive, though. I mean, it was a great experience, you know. It's always, you know, if you don't learn from things like that, then, you know, it's you're always wanting to learn and move to the next adventure, right?
They say there's no winning and losing, just winning and learning.
Right, exactly.
So,
exactly.
You know, all those failures just make you better for the next one, as long as you can stay solvent.
Yep.
If you give up, then it just all goes to waste.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So that was fun. But yeah, no, I mean, I think in terms of, I mean, just seeing, like, you know, overall demand, and you know, I do still keep up with, like, the commercial markets as well, and seeing how, you know, because multifamily trends pretty closely to how residential is going to do. And you know, I mean, overall, this market for the past couple of years has been pretty overbuilt, with at least from a multifamily standpoint.
Multifamily for sure.
Yeah. Just, I mean, rent still continues to decline, but that's, I mean, mainly because of so many deliveries and the absorption's not there. But we're hovering around like a 12% vacancy rate, but to put it in perspective, during COVID, we were like in a 4-5%.
Yeah.
It was just nothing.
When I was in New York, it was like 1% vacancy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. So it definitely, you know, there's been some change there, but I mean, there has been an extreme amount of deliveries too. You know, a lot of construction starts. You know, I mean, you probably drive by it every day. Those four big, I think some of them are condos, some of them are apartments, but right on that Timbitown Lake, the four big ones that are going up. That's been like, God, for as long as I think I've lived here, that's been on and off in construction.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see when that finally delivers, but it looks cool.
It looks cool.
I'd definitely go over there.
I like the ones right
Maybe
next
a pool
to it.
Party.
Yeah.
Meet some people there.
There's two condos right next to that. Like, I think it's the other side of McClintock or something.
Yeah.
And it's called Edgewater Bridgeview. They're two condos right on the water. They've been there since 2008-ish, and those are like primo buildings.
Okay.
I try and keep people away from Tempe.
Yeah.
Just because it's, you know, ASU town.
Right.
But those two buildings, those are like fantastic. I love those.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like, I mean, Tempe's come a long way too. I've been here. Yeah, I mean, the 10 years I've been here, it's like they have built up a lot, like on along Mill. Even some of the most expensive office space in town. So I mean, still Camelback Corridor, like right by like Hillstone there.
Yeah.
Is like the top office spot, but I mean, Tempe is making a run like right next to it.
Yeah.
I think Deloitte took over a very large portion of one of those offices. Like, they've got some good space over there.
I'm not an office broker, but I did go to an office party in one of those new buildings on Mill.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a sweet building.
Yeah, exactly. No, those are fun to go to too.
Yeah.
So my prior clients, Lean Associates, they would have some really good ones, like broker parties at some of those. They're always fun to get out to and, you know, just mingle and meet people. You never know. Those type of networking events are just great to get to. You know, you never know if you'll stumble into another deal or who you're going to meet. So we like doing those.
And that's your skill, right? You go out and meet people. You're like me. I go out and just talk to people.
Yeah.
And that, you know, somehow you just end up meeting people who end up, you know, not necessarily looking for business connections, but you just meet people.
You just go out and have fun.
You just go out and have fun, and then you attract people who are similar to you.
Right.
Yeah.
No, exactly. I mean, my favorite saying is, it would cost me more to not go out. Literally would. So we like going out and meeting people where we can. Because and I mean this is just such a fun town here too.
It really is.
Where, all these fun events that Ed and Bauman and Raph are having here at Empire and.
We're at Empire Studios right now, by the way.
Empire,
we're recording this here, top floor.
Shout out! It's great setup in here too.
Yeah.
First time on a podcast.
Is your first time?
First timer.
I mean, you dressed the part for it. I don't think anyone has ever worn a suit to a podcast yet with me, which I'm glad you did, by the way.
There we go.
Is this Suit Supply?
It is.
It is. I could tell by the shirt.
Tis Suit Supply, yep.
I have a Suit Supply shirt, but they don't fit me. I have to get them tailored.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, Suit Supply is it's a great place. They've got it all. All the colors. This is a real good one right here. So, and I mean, I know you always dress nice for these, so it's like figured I'd be just dressing the part.
Yeah, I got a character to play. I have the real estate guy character.
Got the real estate jacket on. The go-to.
So, Bryan, where do you guys get the money for your financing?
So I mean, Arch West, they're private equity backed. Our capital stack. I mean, we have several investors, but a larger one is Bain out of Massachusetts. So they've it's
Bain Capital.
Bain Capital. It's public information. It's basically they bought a majority stake of Arch West back in the day. So most of the deals that we do, we actually will Bain will screen them initially. We're all about risk mitigation because in the private equity space, we do want to make sure that it's a safe deal, and hence why we have some of the best interest rates, though. So that's I've the deals that I have gotten done so far. I mentioned the horizontal deal out in Tennessee, where we actually helped them purchase the $2 million land slate, and then they're also going to be building 5 luxury homes there. So that was one that it was a lot of back and forth, but absolutely excellent borrower. These guys build incredible products. They're actually out of Philly, and they do work in Philly, New Jersey, South Florida, and now they're entering into Tennessee. It's a pretty cool story too, how they found the land. This guy actually he played football at Penn State, and one of his really good buddies and ended up going to NFL. And he's like, "You guys got to get in this market. Here's an opportunity. You guys can knock these homes down, or knock this one home down, build 5 on this lot." And like Brentwood, it's a great area. It's about 20 minutes outside of Nashville, and we had gone so far through the process, and then they send us their timeline for the project, and it's like, oh God, you guys are sitting on this for 6 months, so that makes people a little uncomfortable. Just what if you don't actually hit that timeline? What if you don't get the permits that you guys were entrusting you would? So we were able to work around and just get the land funded, and now we're later going to fund off those 5 individual properties. That one net will probably be about $6-7 million on that loan. So, pretty typically, we'll go up to the $12 or $15 million loan without too many problems. But if it's a little larger than that, then that's again, everything we run by them. Right? Yeah. So
larger than that, those guys don't have trouble getting money. So it's
right.
Yeah, they got options.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure those guys could have gone to. So they're a huge contractor out of Pennsylvania. They've done large public works projects. They've done some really nice multifamily builds, but they do really nice luxury homes too. So that's a line that we're gonna kind of work with them on, and then see where the relationship goes from there. I was kind of joking with the owner. I'm like, next time I'm out in Philly, we'll have to get out. And he was just like, I think we'll roll out the red carpet. We'll do an Eagles game. And I'm like, oh man, I'm a Redskins fan. I don't know how this is gonna work, but
you just show up in your Redskins gear.
Yeah. That might be a little tough in Philly.
Yeah, you might get shot, actually.
I would be a target.
Yeah.
I would be a walking target, but hey, it would still be fun.
So Bain Capital, I've heard that name in the Real Deal before. That's a big name in private equity.
Oh yeah, they've got a lot of assets under management. They've been in the game for a long time.
So how does it work when you're doing stuff in a different state? Because as a real estate broker, I'm pretty much tied to one area. So I need to physically see properties in order to, actually be able to advise people and talk to them properly.
Right.
So how do you guys do that when it's a different state?
Yeah, I mean, our underwriting team, I mean, we're real dialed into, the market. We're really researching all the comps in the area, trying to get, if we do have boots on the ground there, we will, we run pretty much appraisals on everything. So anytime we do look at a new deal and we want to start, walking down the lines, like, I mean, there will be an appraisal. So, that's something else. We're doing the back end research, and then we're also, walking it locally with, our appraisers that we work with in the particular markets. And then, I know that there's, like, just probably some just like small nuances too. Like, I was trying to see if I could get a deal in like the Ozarks to fly at Lake of the Ozarks, and it was like the population of the area was not high enough to want to really even go down the lines of looking. It was like phase one of a multifamily project that was, 12 million was the start of it, and then the next phase was like 20, and then 30. And it's like, I would love to do that. But, just on paper, just not looking good out the gate. So it's like, why waste anybody's time?
Right.
But I mean, that's with all sales, right? You want to qualify in and qualify out as quickly as possible. And if it's good, let's get to it. We execute quick. I helped one of my good buddies actually in San Diego with a fix and flip project. I think the loan amount was maybe about $850, and then he put maybe $100 into it. That was about a month ago. So he's still working on the flip. He hasn't finished and sold it yet. But I mean, he's in our like tier 1 borrower category too. Like he buys low, and he puts the right amount of detail into the new place and gets it sold quick.
Nice.
That's what you want. I mean, he's not gonna go and grab just any deal just to do a deal, right? Like, I mean, he's very strategic in what he grabs.
So you guys don't want people who are gonna drag it out and like maybe you collect more interest on those.
Right.
You want successful deals.
Yeah. No,
and
exactly.
That's a good way to do it.
As quickly as possible.
No loan to own over here.
Right. No, none of that. Yeah. It's 12 months, 24 month typical terms, but if it is like a luxury build, we can extend to a little further past 2 years. But like, some of those like those larger projects that are like 10+ million on the exit, like those ones for sure we're doing 2 years, but there's also an option to extend.
Yeah, and you probably have to a lot of times.
Right. I mean, some of those hit snaps. Like especially if you're building into a cliff.
Got to get the hillside approval plans with the architect.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Exactly. So.
So you have any other goals in real estate other than lending? I know you owned that Airbnb, but like, what's your end goal for this?
Yeah, I mean, that's a great question. I mean, for me, like, I'm really just looking to, build out a great market share here. As far as, being able to, be that go-to guy for lending needs for a lot of. I mean, we both know so many people in the real estate industry here.
It's impossible not to.
Right. Yeah, exactly. But then take what I've essentially can build out here and just start doing a cookie color mold into other cities that have great market dynamics just like us. And then from there, I mean, who knows what the long term will bring, but for now I'm just trying to you just got to master one thing at a time, right? And then kind of move on from there. So, but ideally it'd be good to just have kind of my own thing rolling. But that could be years down the road.
Yeah. For me, it was like, because I do so much on social media, I was at a brokerage and they're like, no, don't say that, don't say this. So like, take down that post. Right. Now I went off on my own. I'm like, I can do what I want. So
there you go. Yeah.
That was the freedom for me was huge.
Right.
Yeah.
No, and that's, I mean, exactly that too. Like, I mean, I'm like, when I was with some, prior corporate America style companies, like, I mean, good leadership is so important. And luckily, I mean, pretty much all of my jobs out in Arizona, like I have had great leaders that have given me flexibility, like even outside of what corporate would approve. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I'm in sales, like I work for my food, right? You know, it's like I'm going to perform. So, you know, and like, yeah, at the end of the day, like if they're gonna, you know, I mean, there's always just like micromanagement tendencies that could be put on you, right? But yeah, I'm just, I'm a pretty free spirit, and just looking to get deals done in the right way, execute quickly.
There we go.
You know, that's what we're here for.
Damn right.
Yeah. Get it done. Get it done. There's a lot of opportunity here.
Absolutely. BMO, you got anything else for us today? Excuse me, Bryan Morrison.
BMO, Bryan Morrison. Hey,
I call him BMO. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys.
It's that goes back to wrestling in high school.
Are we leaving that in?
Yeah,
Are we leaving
yeah.
we're leaving BMO in.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. Everybody knows BMO. That's really people will meet me sometimes. They're like, Bryan. I don't know Bryan. And they'll say BMO. Oh, I know BMO.
BMO.
Yeah, wrestling in high school. I mean, Bryan Morrison. It's pretty easy. BMO.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
That's an easy one.
I didn't really have a nickname, so on the basketball team, because I was also on the swim team, they called me Fish. Because I was on the swim team, so I was Fish.
Okay.
And then I don't think the swim team had a nickname for me. I was just Nick.
So the basketball team called you Fish.
The basketball team called me Fish.
Got it. Because you swam. Okay. Okay, that's cool. That's fun. Nicknames are good.
Yeah.
It's like, what's your call sign? But good stuff. No, I really appreciate you having me on.
Thanks for coming. This is great.
Absolutely. And if you know, anybody in your network or mine have any questions on anything, or you know, maybe I'll get you set up with some listings. You'll get me some on the flip side.
If you give me anything, that'd be awesome. I'm not expecting it, but absolutely, I do have people who are building. So
perfect.
We'll be sending them to you.
Yeah, good stuff. Happy to talk to anybody.
All right, man. BMO, everybody. Bryan Morrison. Talk to him for your construction financing. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Appreciate it.